Yo, I'm Nix, and I have a mild interest in game development. I've tried developing games before, but I ended up resigning due to burnout and lack of motivation. But now, I'm going to make a full, genuine effort to make a complete game. This is only part 1 of my series, so if you want to see more, I suggest subscribing and turning on notifications for my next devlog. As any game starts off, it's time for a concept. I want to revive the concept of a former game I was making on Roblox with my friend Chad. Although I won't name it, the concept is pretty much the same. I want the world to be in a mix of solarpunk and dystopia. A quick explanation for those who don't know. Solarpunk is like reverse cyberpunk. No cool tech. Instead, there's greenery and unique personal houses in cities everywhere. Dystopia is the reverse of utopia. It's not a paradise. The world is corrupt, and it's generally depressing. While you may think that these two don't intertwine, that's exactly what I want. I want a world that seems bright, free, and beautiful, but in reality, it's a really depressing world hidden behind a happy mask. And this is Chloe. She grew up in this world as the biggest victim of it. Growing up, she was a child who loved exploring and adventure, but her curiosity was always shut down by adults. Adults who are used to strict living and believe that curiosity is some sort of sin. But Chloe was just a kid. No matter how much she wanted to believe her parents, she knew that fun and adventure was her one true desire. So when she was a teenager, she resorted to a criminal life. Not killing or drugs, but general crimes like graffiti and petty theft. She ran away from home and her whole life, constantly on the run from corrupt people who tainted her desire for adventure. Nobody in the world understood her. Everybody shamed her, outcasted her for simply wanting fun. But maybe there is a world who would understand her. So, one night, when Chloe ran out of town after stealing a bunch of food, she saw something which changed her life. And for now, that's all I really want to reveal from the story. I already gave the backstory of most of it, and I don't want more yapping or lore reveal. So, my concept is finished. What should I do from here? Well, we all know how the game is going to be styled, a bit story-heavy, but how do I want the gameplay to be? Well, this is Pizza Tower, made by a group of developers known as Tour de Pizza. Pizza Tower is a fast-paced, Wario Land-styled game which ended up insanely fun and addicting. I've played the game to completion multiple times, even with playing as Noise. I want the core gameplay to be styled similar to Pizza Tower, with a few tweaks. See, my main issue with Pizza Tower is gameplay loop. You speed through, maybe do a few puzzles, start a timer, and maybe do a second lap, and end the level. It gets repetitive, and the speed makes the player enjoy the environments less. So, seems like I need another game to use as inspiration. Deltarune has been a very popular game lately. Developed mainly by Toby Fox, developer of Undertale, Deltarune is a dialogue-focused game with puzzles and combat in between. Although at times the game can be hilarious and dumb, mainly seen with Queen, Spamton, and Tenna, the game has very emotional moments. The story of Deltarune was made even before the release of Undertale, a beautifully crafted story with amazing character arcs and a banger soundtrack to accompany it. Deltarune just has a narration that feels human. And that's similar to what I want for this game. I want a mix of the time trial aspect of Pizza Tower and the dialogue puzzle exploration of Deltarune. It's hard to visualize, but I know I can make it work. So, how would the game look? Well, we already have 2 games to take after. Deltarune is fully pixel art, with the game being less focused on animation and rather the visuals the game itself provides. On the other hand, Pizza Tower is mixel art, kind of. While it is made in a pixel art software, Sprite, the game has fully made 24 FPS animation. Deltarune has beautiful art which fits perfectly in the Earthbound-style gameplay, while Pizza Tower is chaotically animated as a contrast to the static environments, and it has a charm that's impressively hard to recreate. I kind of want a mix of this, which could be considered regular pixel art, but I digress. I want something with the more solidified style of Deltarune with the full animation of Pizza Tower. Again, it's hard to visualize, but I'll end up making it work. So, that's all I really have in mind right now. I believe that the next thing I should work on is general world building and the story. Then, I can work on the game itself and then overall polish. So, before I finish this off, I have a request. I want you, viewers, to help me decide on a name for my project. Now, you might be asking, we don't know enough about the game from just this video. How do you want us to help? So, if you want to help with the development, consider joining my community Discord. While it's super barren as the time I'm writing this script, I have the basics completely done. I'll reveal more about the story on Discord, so if you want to avoid spoiling yourself, just mute the login channel. For everyone else, I'll be steadily updating development progress in that channel. So again, I want help making up a name. When I decide, I'll hold an event where everybody comes up with a name, and I'll see which ones have the biggest votes, and do a final vote on the top 3. That's all for now. I'll be back with updates on Discord. When I'm ready, I'll get another video up here on YouTube. So, for now, peace.